The Eternal Fall Book 1. Chapter 1. The Celestial Decree. Atlantis, the Jewel of the Gods. The sun burned gold over the vast city of Atlantis, its domes and towering spires gleaming like a beacon of civilization. The streets, paved with orichalcum and pulsing with divine energy, hummed with life. Scholars, merchants, warriors, and mystics, all moving like a grand orchestration of fate. The people thrived, basking in the glory of their patron gods, never suspecting that their time was nearly over. High above the temple of the cosmos, in the celestial realm where mortal eyes could not see, Seriphus stood before the divine council, a circle of ethereal beings draped in radiant starlight. His silver-white wings, immense and luminous, were folded behind him in solemn obedience. He was an archon of the highest order, a warrior of celestial decree, bound by duty alone. And today, he had been given a mission that would test the very fabric of his existence. You are to watch, but never intervene. The voice of the eldest god rumbled through the sacred halls. Atlantis has grown arrogant, and its people have defied our balance. The mortal king seeks to become a god. Seriphus remained still, expression unreadable. And what is my role? The god's gaze bore into him. You are to bear witness to their fall. A glimpse of destiny. Seriphus descended from the heavens into the world of men, appearing as one of them, a figure of towering height, sculpted like a warrior, with piercing silver eyes that seemed to reflect eternity itself. He moved through the city unseen, observing its grandeur with silent reverence. His steps led him to the royal gardens, where crystal fountains flowed with enchanted water, and vines of glowing blue roses curled around ancient marble pillars. He had no reason to pause until he saw her, Princess Althea. She stood at the edge of the garden, dressed in flowing white robes, the insignia of royal blood woven into the fabric. Her presence was undeniable, a force that seemed to ripple through the air itself. Her long dark hair cascaded like silk, catching the light, but it was her eyes that captured him, deep, stormy, filled with something unspoken. Seriphus should not have stopped. He should not have stared. But something stirred within him, something ancient and forbidden, as if he had known her long before this moment. Althea turned slightly, as though sensing him, but the arrival of another figure shattered the moment. King Valian. Dressed in obsidian armor, his presence was as oppressive as a thundercloud. He was her betrothed. Seriphus clenched his jaw as Valian stepped toward her, speaking low and forcefully. He was claiming what he believed was his. Althea's expression remained poised, but Seriphus caught the slight clench of her fists at her sides. A woman bound by duty, a heart in chains. And for the first time in his existence, Seriphus felt something he should not have: anger. A warning in the shadows. That night, as the city of Atlantis shimmered under twin moons, Seriphus remained within the temple, his mind restless. Why had Althea unsettled him? Why did he feel as if she was familiar? A whisper of movement drew his attention. The high priest of the cosmos, an aged oracle with deep-set eyes, emerged from the shadows. His expression was grim. You must not falter. The priest's voice was hoarse, ancient. The gods have seen what lies ahead. Seriphus met his gaze. What do they fear? The priest hesitated before whispering a truth that sent a ripple through time itself. You and she are bound across eternity. A chill swept through Seriphus, something unexplainable pressing against his very soul. The priest turned, his robes trailing against the marble floor. Stay away from her. But the warning was futile, because deep within him, something had already awakened.